Hey guys, we're going to do a quick update on the sorghum Sudan grass that we had planted. As you can see behind me, that it actually bounced back pretty good after our second planting of it. The first planting didn't go that great, I think because of germination, but we went ahead and planted a second round of it, and it's starting to come up pretty good now. It filled in most of the gaps that we had on the first round, but it looks like it's doing its job. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut it at a high setting with our John Deere mower. If you cut this stuff back, it will continue to grow as long as you cut it at a high setting. You wanna cut it kind of high, you don't wanna scalp it through the ground. We're doing that because we don't have a rotary cutter for the tractor, and our mower isn't that strong. So we're gonna try to keep it in check by doing that. It literally took a little more than 3 minutes to mow this plot. I believe it's a 40 by 28, 40 by 26 plot, so it's not a big plot anyway. But fingers crossed that'll grow back and give us some more food for the soil. Once that starts decomposing and sinking down, it'll be great to feed all those organisms in our dirt. Okay, so as you see behind us, we went ahead and extinguished the cowpea cover crop. Did not do well, wasn't doing its job. The weeds started coming up everywhere, grass started filling in, terrible germination, terrible grow out. So instead of prolonging the misery, we just went ahead and scalped it. We didn't get that on video because there's nothing spectacular to show other than scalping it with a mower. It took 3 minutes as well. So in the past, we have used the 6mm plastic or tarp visqueen type stuff that you get at the box stores. It does work okay. You get a couple seasons out of it if you take care of it, wrap it up, fold it, put it, get it out of the sunlight when it's not in use, which is what you see behind me here is the visqueen at 6mm. So we're still going to use that 6mm visqueen that we purchased from Home Depot, but this year we decided to go with a little bit more durable and long-lasting tarp, hopefully, fingers crossed. We purchased the repurposed tarp that they used for billboards. I don't know how it's gonna last. I've read some pretty good reviews on it online. We're gonna see. We're gonna open up the box and show you guys as it comes out, and you're gonna see it for the first time like us. All right, so it's a unique color, that's for sure. All right, let's roll this out and see what we got. Okay, so as you can see, right out of the box, I mean, it's not the most finished product in the world, that's for sure. This is what we got right out of the box. Edges aren't done very well, and obviously it's dirty because it's repurposed and used already. But we'll roll it out and see what other kind of issues we find on it. It's definitely a lot stronger than the stuff you get at the box store, for sure. All right, so on one side, as you can see down there, it's black. That's obviously the back side of the billboard. On the front advertising side, we have a silk almond milk with 30 calories per serving. Yeah, that's obviously gonna go on the bottom, and we'll have the black side facing up. All right, so we got it all laid out, and it did stretch the length of our garden. Our garden is 40, I always forget the size of our garden, I'm terrible about that, but I believe it's 48 foot by 42 foot, if I'm not mistaken. I have to get those exact measurements for you one of these days. The tarp did extend a few feet past the garden, so we just kind of folded it underneath. We're not going to cut it. There's not enough left over really to do anything with, so we're just going to tuck it under so it doesn't get in the way. And as you can see, we still have a little bit of room here to tarp, so we're just going to use the leftover visqueen and the 6 mil stuff that we've had now for a few years now. We're going to reuse that, and hopefully it'll cover all, if not most of it, and what it doesn't cover, it'll be fine. We'll just we'll move it in a couple weeks. All right guys, as you can see that we have all the tarps moved. We got the new billboard tarp laid out, and you can see back here the older visqueen that we had in this plot where I'm standing at. It was only on the ground for about 10 days or so, and it already did a pretty good job of breaking down the weeds that we had and the cowpeas that were underneath. So this is all the tarps that we have currently. So we just moved the stuff that was here to the backside, and if we find that the stuff that we're standing on now starts sprouting weeds again before we start planting, or it needs another tarping, we will either bring this tarp back forward, or we will purchase another 50-foot roll or so of visqueen. Purchasing this larger tarp was not an easy choice because it was expensive. It's like 150, 175 bucks, I believe. And as you can see, it still only covered 1/3 of our garden. So next year we'll invest in another one, and then hopefully we'll be set for future tarpings of our cover crop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.